I'm back. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and this is probably gonna be an emotional, vulnerable video. I just got back from a 1-month road trip, and ultimately that trip was based around me speaking at a water conference in Phoenix, Arizona, which went amazing and great. And I didn't even know what I was going to talk about when I got up on stage. And I'm just going to say that 4 years ago, like, this water completely changed my life. It also changed my relationship with God. And I know I don't really speak about God on this platform. I keep it very science-based, but very water-focused. Ever since February, the Holy Spirit has been working on me so hard. And there's parts of my flesh that kind of fight it and resist it, or caring about what people think, or not wanting to offend anyone. And around that time in February, I was going through some very dark things in a relationship that I was in. And ultimately, going through those dark things is literally what, when you start to become aware of the evil that is around us, and it's not flesh and blood, it is straight up spiritual warfare. And I know that what I'm doing with this water is so important. It is my purpose. It is what I'm supposed to be doing. I asked God to show me my purpose, and this water just came into my life in the craziest way. I know without a shadow of a doubt, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. My conviction is so strong. The way that I woke up to this water, not hearing science or information, I simply just drank it. And then having the background that I have, connecting the dots, connecting the science, and realizing this has been suppressed and kept from us since 1909, since the early 1900s under the Flexner Report. And I just know I'm going to go a couple different ways with this video. So bear with me. Those of you who are watching, this is very just raw, off the cuff. I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to post it. I feel like there's certain people that are going to watch this and it's going to speak to you in some way. So I'm just trusting God on this and just sharing. Kind of synchronistically, intuitively, God leading me to this water, then me having the background that I have, criminology, dietetics, nutrition, holistic health, everything started to marry together and make sense. And I'm like, holy crap, people just don't know about this. And I knew I was supposed to be a bridge for this information for people who are looking for answers, people who can feel that there's something just not quite right about the world and what we're living in. And it's maybe you've tried all different things, but yet you haven't tried switching your water. And water goes so deep. That's why our whole financial system is based on water and the law of water. That's why you have water words surrounding money, currency, liquid assets, banks. There's so much surrounding water. And then when we're born, we come from our waters, we come from our mother's waters, we come from our mother's birth canal. There's all these maritime admiralty codes surrounding childbirth. Literally, we are water beings, and there's nothing more important than the water we are putting in our body. And it's not just about filtering it. It's about, on a physics level, going beyond chemistry, on a quantum physics level, how much energy, how much voltage is the water you're actually drinking. It's not so much just about the minerals or adding something. It's on an electrical level, electrons, how much negative ions is the water you're drinking actually giving you. And you could be doing everything right, but if you're missing the water piece, you're kind of spinning your wheels and not really getting anywhere. So going back to what I was saying, my conviction is so strong, and This information is not for everyone, yet it is for everyone. It's for those who have the eyes to see, the ears to hear, the heart to feel. And the only way that like I could be slowed down on this mission, on this project, on this grassroots movement of neighbor telling neighbor, friend telling friend, like, hey, like, you're dealing with this because you're just simply not drinking the right type of water. Like, that's what it's really all about. Like, you're not going to hear about this on the news. You're not going to hear about this, like, from the media. You're not going to hear about this, unfortunately, from your doctors who are indoctrinated under the Rockefeller education system and the Flexner report that still continues on to this day. And the only way that I could be slowed down or like distracted has been through men. And I just like had this whole epiphany, these whole realizations, this whole past year of like literally being in relationships with people who, whether they realize it or not, it's like there's something working through them to pull me, to distract me from what I'm doing. And I'm saying no more, no longer. My friend ended up showing up, so I'm having to finish this video later, but I wanted to get this out. So whether you realize it or not, there is spiritual warfare that's happening, and it comes at us from different angles. It wants us suppressed. It wants us dumbed down. It wants us not in alignment with God's design for our lives. And just like I'm meant to be a bridge for this information, so that way you watching this right now can wake up to these certain things. You're meant to be a bridge too for other people who may be around you that are not necessarily going to find me on TikTok. And whether you realize it or not, there's probably certain prisons you're living in that you don't even realize you're living in. And weaving it back to being at this conference, speaking up on stage, I didn't even know what I was going to talk about, but what came through was that is what I feel is the purpose God has placed on my life. I was living in prisons I didn't even realize I was living in. I was addicted to Adderall and caffeine and just sourcing energy outside of myself to feel good. Now I get to help other people wake up to that. I get to help set the captives free, literally, like helping free people from prisons they don't even realize they're living in. And it's crazy because as soon as I got back from the conference, I helped a halfway house get access to this water. And now there's 14 women drinking this water. They're all having crazy testimonies. And it's further just solidifying what I know is the call on my life to help free people from addiction. If you're still with me right now, this is a pretty long video, and maybe you've been with me for weeks, for months, for years, yet you have not tried this before. What are you waiting for? If you're waiting for courage, courage is not going to just come. It takes commitment. It takes getting out of your comfort zone. And I get it. When it comes to making a change, a lot can come up for us. Self-preservation, fear, what if it doesn't work, right? Brain goes into past. Brain measures perceived loss, which is a lie. It's a counterfeit lie. Because what if trying this could 100x your life? Would it be worth it? Trying this is literally the least risky thing you could do. The most risky thing, it's just such a mind shift, because the least risky thing is trying it. The risky part is not trying it. So reach out to me. I have so much more I want to share. This water is not, the slogan is not change your water, change your life for no reason. I'm just going to say that.